What were you grossly unprepared for as an adult? Going from having tons of friends to really having no one. How much I still feel like a kid on the inside. The slow realization that I am the adult in the room who's supposed to help out everyone else. Realizing there is no safety net. Dealing with a chronic health issue. How much harder it is to make friends. Bullying at the workplace by other adults. How insecure and incompetent other adults are. How completely and unrelentingly hostile the human world is. How lonely or dull daily life gets and how weirdly we are okay with it. How little time in a week there is to enjoy life after working full-time. Choosing what to eat every day of my life. The need for garbage cans. Like, you have to spend money that you make yourself on garbage cans? The existential crisis. Wanting something, having the funds to buy it, but telling myself no because it's a bad idea. As a kid I never thought I'd be the one telling myself no.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
What topic could you talk about for 30 minutes with no preparation? Anything, as long as nobody's fact-checking me. Why most modern interpretations of classic folklore creatures, werewolves, fairies, vampires, etc. are less scary than the original stories. Anything true crime. Why people who don't use turn signals are fuckheads. Video games most likely. I could easily talk about one of the Ace Attorney cases for 30 minutes. Animal facts. How fucking incompetent the Jedi Order are. Warhammer 40,000. It won't be a quick 30 minutes. How to kill someone and get away with it. In addition to human anatomy, cadaver facts, mental illnesses, famous serial killers, unsolved murder, missing person mysteries, house cleaning tips and baking. A bunch of useless facts that you'll never need to know in your daily life, but they live rent-free in my head. BC I get bored and look up weird facts.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
What should never have gotten popular? Kardashians and the Jenners. Reality TV celebrity obsession. Kardashian-style shows. The Kardashians. Social media, probably done more harm than good. Smoking. Expensive addiction that ruin your health. Entire thread has reminded me that I'm 50. Influencers. COVID. TikTok. Reality TV. Fascism. Soul patches. NFTs. Reaction videos. Ezra Miller. Reddit. Methamphetamine. Rehashing anything. Bigotry. Alcohol. TikTok. Microtransactions. Reality TV. Cardi B. That damn Daniel BS. Low-rise jeans. Why would women wear jeans so low others could almost see their vaginas? It's just a bad idea overall. Likey. It's way worse than TikTok. Just search on YouTube why Likey is bad and you'll find out. Religion. Video games being sold at full price and not finished, then having monetization instead of earning thing in game that's there from playing the game.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
Socially awkward people. When do you feel most anxious in public? When you're invited somewhere and the only person you know is the person who invited you. Definitely in a gathering of acquaintances. They know me and don't at the same time. When I know for certain someone is looking at me. Waiting in line in a crowded indoor space. Every time. In group situations if I have to interact. I'm okay at concerts, but I hate answering the phone or the door. If there's a bunch of people I don't know and or I have to make small talk or interact with them. And even then, there's going to be more than a few awkward moments when I try to think of something to say and fail. When you want to go look at something on a shelf and there's a group of 2-4 people near it. I will immediately feel like they're gonna judge me based on what I'm looking at. When I'm with a friend and they run into someone they know. I always feel so awkward and it makes me panic so bad. Also probably when I'm at work. I work at a store in a mall that is small and crowded and I get so overstimulated.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
You have 90 seconds to grab as much stuff as possible from your local supermarket completely free of charge. What are you taking and why? Pricey alcohol, and then dried and canned goods. Stuff that keeps. A bunch of steaks or seafood if available. Lottery tickets. The staff. I need to paint my house and I don't want to. All the cash. All the smoked salmon they have. I would take all of the lotto scratch-off tickets. I mean, gotta be some big winners in there. Right? Me freezes up because I'm not a very speedy person and 90 seconds isn't enough time to get to a single aisle and gets nothing. Cue sad trombone music. There was a show when I grew up where kids were given 60 seconds to run through a toy store. Everything they could put in a shopping cart they got to keep. Consoles and Legos were the #1 pick most of the time. Cheese. Good cheese is expensive. Ice. It's the closest to the front of the store. And I'd be so panicked that I wouldn't even think about it all melting and not having space for all that ice in my freezer.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
What could happen in the next 10 months that will be talked about for the next 100 years? The end of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. I'd say the situation with Taiwan is getting pretty intense. Maybe something comes out of that. An independency revolution maybe? Post-COVID recession. Banning plastics. The Queen dies. Greenland or an Antarctic ice shelf drops off, raising sea levels observably, and 40 of America believes big oil's explanation to write it off. Aliens could contact us. I could get a boner without Viagra. Please no. I do not want to live through another world-changing event. This decade is only 2 years old and I'm exhausted. The 100th anniversary of you asking this question. World War III. Russia destabilizing and becoming a cabal of small city-states. Well, the SLS currently on the launch pad at KST is the most powerful launch vehicle since the Saturn V, and it'll be launching for the first time ever. I prefer not to think about the other things.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
What movie has the greatest fight scene? I love the Gun Fu fight in Equilibrium. Kung Fu Hustle, the entire third act. Matt Damon with assistance of Julia Stiles versus that dude that Matt Damon kills with a phone book in Bourne Supremacy. Eastern Promises. They Live. The hallway scene from Old Boy 2003. Heat, the bank heist shootout. A history of violence. The fight on the stairs. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, the sword fight. The Princess Bride, obviously. Troy. Achilles vs. Hector. Ip Man vs. 10 Black Belts. Gives me chills every time I rewatch it. The Raid 2. Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark sword vs. gunfight. They Live. The scene between Roddy Piper and Keith David was pretty awesome. Anchorman. The Church and Kingsman. Kung Fu Hustle. The fight at the apartments with the two musician dudes. Sorry, I don't know what the instrument is called. The fight in the end isn't too shabby either.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.